So they are on have a time limit every time they hit a objective or the checkpoint kind of thing. They do get some more time added to the clock, and then the payload cannot go past the point when it is being pushed backwards from the defending team. So here's the payload. It looks like the University of Montana is on the attack on the start here. Okay, it looks like Loadman, Bohemian, and Artemus are on some pretty casual plays right here. Okay, Artemus does switch over to Moira. Very nice, very nice. We'll see what our tanks decide to play. We have Loadman as Reinhardt. He's always on Reinhardt. He loves playing as Rein, that's for sure. It's very nice. And then we'll see. Okay, so Emo Kid as our second tank here is on Zyra. Very nice. We do have Artemus switching back to Mercy, and then we have a Junkrat for the Goobinator. Very nice. All right, here we are throwing down that attack. They are on the roof behind them with the Torble. Oh, and a try to go and save the Goobinator. And Mercy does get the revive, but Goobinator gets taken out within seconds. Very unfortunate. Dang. All right, they are getting a good push, however, on the payload. This is really nice. Nerf Herder's looking low, gets taken out. Bohemian also drops to the team. Loadman is throwing down some damage right there as he gets pushed on off. Oh, they almost had the advantage push. Should have just stayed on the point. Very unfortunate. All right, we see a jump up from the Goobinator trying to do some damage. They do get some vision on the Winston and the Soldier up there. Or no, it's not Soldier. It's the new guy. I actually forget this guy's name. I guess in 3 minutes you guys can give a shout out to him. But he's a he is a support, but he also does some good DPS as well. I feel like his name starts with a B. His name starts with a B. I swear, it's on the tip of my tongue, folks. On the tip of my tongue. Very unfortunate. But he's the window man, as I like to call him, the window man. His ultimate, he throws down a window, which he just threw it down, actually. And all projectiles that go through it get increased speed and damage. So, here they are. The team is regrouped, getting a boing up. The Ash trying to check it out, doing some action, some sightseeing. Loadman has switched to Winston. Very nice. Get Winston to hop on in. He's jumping around behind the other Winston. And monkey versus monkey. Well, I'm no monkey. I am an ape. As he goes on in, he does get shielded, however, and he's going in down. Winston, however, is in the back line as Goldfish here. And Zyra is able to do some good push to get him out of there. And there we see the Diva is doing some good damage. However, our team was taken out. Very unfortunate indeed. Indeed. Oh, there we see Loadman is on Diva now. Okay, he's doing some damage. Winston goes and ults behind our team here, going straight for the Mercy. And Mercy was not able to get some revives there. And nobody gets taken out with the Diva ult coming from Bushnell. However, there goes two people from Bushnell now. And here goes the Lucio. Yep, there he goes, dropping him on down there. Hokage goes and then... oh, his ultimate did go off, however. So that was nice of him to save his team there. Pushing of the payload does continue as they are making their way down. Their Widowmaker and their Hokage here over on the side does get some good old damage, some good little supporting. However, Hokage gets taken out and the Diva is looking at about a quarter. Gets popped out of the mech and is now taking some heat. Oh, there goes Lexio and Shockmaster as well. And here goes the Diva, gets taken out. And there's Bob doing his damage, doing some work. Bob right there on the right side of the screen. That is Ash's ultimate, and he just zipped on out of there. Now Bob, he charges forward, and he smashes into a wall. or a certain distance, depending on which goes first, and then he will shoot the nearest target. Looks like they really gotta push this payload in the next second. It is on overtime. They have to stay on top of it. Artemus is on the payload as Lucio, which is nice, but the Torbjorn gets his ultimate off to kill the Lucio, and the D.Va as Loadman did get his ultimate off and was able to push it to the checkpoint. So 2.5 minutes gets put back on the clock here as we're going in strong. Here we're gonna get a nice good push, folks. Good push. There it is. Baptiste. What did I say? 3 minutes later, and it did start with a B. I was so close. I was so close. Baptiste. Baptiste. I gotta make sure I remember that, folks. Make sure I remember it this time. All right, a lot of good damage going on in the house here as the team's going in strong. All right, here we do have, oh, here we see the ultimate going and taking out nobody yet again. Very unfortunate for Bushnell College. I don't think they've gotten a single kill with the D.Va ult. Very unfortunate for them, but very fortunate for us. All right, here we do see Zyra doing some damage with the beam. The beam. Oh, Widowmaker from around the side here doing some damage. And here we see a lot of good damage going from the Zyra as well with the beam. Throwing it on down, getting this Winston. Winston pops his ultimate, throwing down some damage, taking out 3 people entirely. Oh, man. That's a shame. That's a darn shame. Here we see our 2 Sniper Clan gals over here on the side. Oh, and there goes the Widowmaker, and here goes Loadman trying to do the best he can. He's just chilling. No one's killing him. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Very unfortunate indeed. He lasted for quite a while there as his mini D.Va. Very nice. All right, our team is coming on back in. Throwing down the damage. Getting ready to pop it down. Loadman does have his ultimate. He's ready for it. He's ready. All right, he's throwing it on down there. All right, now they were able to use Loadman's ultimate as D.Va. Yep. Oh, yep. Right on the top. Oh, nobody was able to be taken out by that. Very unfortunate. Oh, and here you see Ash is cornered by the D.Va. Not looking good. Oh, very unfortunate there. Bohemian is dropped. We have 3 ultimate abilities dropping from Bushnell College as they see that the time is now overtime and it's going on down. Alas. Looks like Bushnell's gonna stop him right here as no one's alive to stop the overtime from going. Very unfortunate for our team here. Now, they did a lot better this time than they did in the past on this map. They never got to the first checkpoint, so I'm very glad to see it here. We'll take a look as we're assembling heroes. Now, the University of Montana is on the defense, so now the Bushnell College will have the same amount of time to go down. Now, if they get it to the same point faster, they immediately win. If they get it to the same point slower, I believe they lose. I believe they have a certain amount of time to get to the checkpoint, of course, and then they have a certain amount of time that they'll have to take to get to the same time slot kind of thing, if you get my drift. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they can get it past that point, they immediately win. If they get it to that same point in less time, they immediately win. So although they have the ability to bring it all the way to the end, they don't actually have to.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Emo Kid is on Wrecking Ball.
attackers incoming.
Oh, and by the way, Kintsugi, it is, Che is spelt with an A, not an E. It is Che. Get that A at the end, you know? All right, we see a lot of good team fighting going down, but University of Montana gets taken down real quick. Wrecking Ball has to get on out of there, get some heals, throws down some damage on the Torbjorn. bringing down a lot of heat, throwing it out and around. Oh, but alas, Goldfish takes it out. Ooh. Don't worry, and I'm seeing now that Vendor Cast is asking the question. But you know what? I'm just gonna type it for you guys. There you go. Okay. All right, they're getting some very aggressive push going on here. Not a lot of contestant going from the University of Montana. Very unfortunate. They're pushing them off like there's no tomorrow. However, Bohemian is on here, but alas, Bohemian gets taken out with Loadman and Goobinator. Emo Kid is still up, rolling around in circles, zooming on out of there with his ball of steel. Grabbing some heals. Getting some heals from On. There we go. Alright. Oh. Alright, so there's the point. That little grid right there, that's the point that we got it to. That the University of Montana was able to make it to. Oh. Oh! They did get somebody with the Diva ult. Finally right there, Nerf Herder got taken out. Very unfortunate. Wow. Whew. Oh my Che. University of Montana got dropped hard and fast right there. Yet again. Ooh, Widowmaker though. Goobinator doing some work. Doing some work. Trying to do what he can. Alright, here we see Wrecking Balls rotating it around. On around. They have to hop on top of it right here, right now. They have to do it. Yep, there's a kill right there. Eliminated Alexio. Baptiste getting taken out because I actually know the name Baptiste. Hacked? Who got hacked? Emo Kid. Oh, got a kill right there. Alright, they are able to stop them. They're doing it. They're making it. They're able to take out the team. Torbjorn's over here in the back line with his turret. They gotta kill him. They gotta kill him. Wrecking Ball was able to stop the turret, but Torbjorn is still active. Oh, and there's the Sombra ultimate with the Goobinator ulting with Loadman also throwing his ult down. They really get that push off of the payload right there. Now they have to push the payload back as much as they can. Oh, very unfortunate. All right, here we do see the tank v tank. Winston versus Emo Kid as Wrecking Ball. Oh, and here we see him hopping on out here doing some damage. Emo Kid is able to do a lot of good work. Oh, there he is with the grappling hook, throwing on down that damage. He does have his ultimate up, so he's able to do a lot of work there. Very unfortunate for the team. Enemy team, I should say. Now, you see, they do have the, what was it? They had some ultimates up, but alas, I forgot everything that I was going to say, so it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Goobinator does go and get taken out with Loadman, but Wrecking Ball is still alive and on the top of the thing, but alas, Wrecking Ball got taken out, and the victory goes to Bushnell College. They now have 2 kills and 2 wins point-wise for the team. Very unfortunate indeed. Torbjorn does get the play of the game, however. Here we do see him. He gets a kill on Bohemian. He goes and takes out Nerf Herder, and then he goes and he probably throws down some damage here. Yep. Oh my goodness, he got Widowmaker like there was no tomorrow.